Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Barden here. I'm going through these slides right now. This is just kind of a little, getting to know each other kind of thing. So this is just some information about me. You can get to know me a little bit better, and then I'll get to know you as we're going. I'm just trying to make it a habit to have a video recording that goes along with all of my slides. So we're just going to hop right into this one. There's me right there. So just a little bit about me, education-wise. I got my Bachelor of Music from Stetson University in Central Florida. My main focus has been, music composition and, digital audio, things of that nature. I got my Master's of Music from the Boston Conservatory at Berkeley, and fairly recently, I got my PhD at LSU in experimental music and digital media, and all of those had some way to reflect back to music composition. All right. So going away from school specifically and into just music things. I like making music for bands, and also things that go beep and boop. If I can combine that, that's even better. I do a lot of computer music where either the computer is the instrument or it's the thing making the sound. I do a lot of, like I said, music for bands and woodwinds. I play clarinet, as you can see from that wonderful, wonderful picture there. That was a style. But anyways, going back from the horror story that was old photos that I asked my mom to send me for this slide, some things I've done recently with music. I'm working on a few things for band right now, but then a few years back, I did all of the, there's a typo on this slide, all of the sound design, music composition, and live audio for the show Dream Logos with LSU at the 2022 Fringe Festival in Edinburgh, Scotland. And that was a really fun trip right up until the point that I got COVID, because it was a lot of people in a not that big city, but it was really fun. We got to, present that work there at the venue. There was maybe 15 or 20 performances. It was really, really fun time. Other than that, I've performed and presented on a lot of stuff at different festivals, written papers, presented at different places, all around the country. I won't list the whole thing right now, but I've done a fair bit of that, and like I said, I play woodwinds and a variety of other instruments when I'm not, creating my own sounds with the computer there. So that's just a little overview of some of the music stuff I've done. Outside of music, I like tinkering with things, playing around with, I got some, Arduino computer components, 3D printers. I watch probably way too much TV and anime specifically. But that being said, definitely give me some recommendations. I can just add them to the never ending list. I'm always down for a good trip to the zoo and aquarium, and I'm excited. I live not terribly too far from the one here in Omaha, so I'm definitely going to be checking that out. I enjoy cooking almost as much as I like eating. It's very rare that I find food I just absolutely hate, so I definitely just like to try all of the things and just get all the food. So I haven't had any duds here yet. I had my first runza the other day, and that was a good time. Before I was at UNO, I did work at Sweetwater. We're not going to talk about that, but if you do have questions, I'll talk about it. It was not a fun time, but like I said, we'll talk about that if you have questions. I like to get tattoos when I have the money for it. I think they're a fun way to kind of express yourself, but they are expensive. And I have two cats, Bean and Skim. There they are. Bean is the one on the right in the little house there. Skim is the one on the chair. That's one of the few times they've really gotten along and just kind of existed together. They haven't been the best of friends since the move. It's been kind of stressful for them. All right, a few other things. So gaming. So I like playing games. I'm not what you would call good at games, but I like to have fun, and that's the fun part. So you won't see me playing like big competitive stuff, but a lot of single player games, fun things like that. Like I have the main console I play on's a Switch, so it's nothing too crazy. I grew up with a lot of Nintendo stuff. I like board games whenever I have the time and the friends and all that. When I was working on my dissertation, I put together a major kind of overkill computer because I wasn't sure exactly how much computing I would need to be doing for that project. So I figured better to have too much instead of not at all. I've got some of the specs there, so I've been kind of getting into some PC gaming in my spare time, which has been a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm not great, but I'm not trying to compete. I'm just trying to have fun. So let's see. So haven't been able to travel a ton super recently, but I do like to travel when I get the chance. I always like to find new areas, whether that be just in the city or going completely to other countries or continents. I always find I learn something when I expand my horizon. So some of my favorite trips have been, I mentioned before, Edinburgh, Scotland. I've been to Paris, France, been to Israel, Palestine, Egypt, back before a lot of the current stuff was happening. So that was a few years back, but here's some pictures from some of those trips to, put my money where my mouth is. Yes, I was there. That's the same hat in both of those, I think. Well, I was the same summer, so. And then I didn't have a ton of pictures of me in Scotland, so just some. There's the castle and the Bobby right there with the dog. You can tell people, where they pet the dog on the nose for good luck. So that's a lot about me in the classroom. This is where I'll be like, you got any questions about stuff? And then this is going to be a Canvas assignment, again with another typo now that I'm noticing it. There. So basically, the whole point of this class is that I'm going to be teaching you stuff. That's kind of the deal here. But I am curious. I'm always learning, and partly to get to know a bit about you and what you like and what you're good at, and also again to keep expanding my horizons. I'm curious. What do you think you could teach me? Is kind of the goal there. So there's actually going to be a Canvas assignment. You can head over and find it just kind of in the beginning information pages, things like that. Just a quick little text response post. Is what's something that you think you would be able to teach me? I'd love to get to know that. So that's the assignment portion of it right there. So like I said, fill that out. Some pretty easy points. I'd love to get those responses, but thanks for listening. If you do have any questions, need anything, there's my office right there. I'm on the third floor, right across from the recording studios and the piano practice room. It's literally the only office up there, so it's kind of hard to miss. I've got my email address right there. Definitely don't be a stranger. I'll have my schedule and office hours posted on the door outside as well. So, stop by and look forward to getting to know you all throughout the semester. All right. Bye.